What is up, Packers fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Draft, brought to you by Brewski Light Lager from our friends at Badger State Brewing. I am Ross Uglem, the publisher of Packer Report, and today we are breaking down one of the more popular picks for the Packers at 23. And that is Texas A&M edge Shamar Stewart. Pros. Excuse me, goodness. Pros. He is the Lord's pass rusher. Um, God built him to do this. He is exactly what you would want your edge defender to look like, to have the frame of, to move like. He is an Adonis as far as pass rush is concerned. Uh, no public agility data that I'm aware of, but his speed and explosive numbers have him with the highest RAS of all time at defensive end at 267 pounds. He is a 10.00 relative athletic score. Again, hard to legitimize that without agility numbers, but as far as speed and explosiveness, he is number one, like ever. He is a total and complete freak at 267. He's the dude from an athletic perspective. Like, not, oh, he's a really good athlete or man, he's a freak. No, he's the freak, like the guy. Versatility. He lined up all over for Texas A&M, and I think you could potentially have him as like a supercharged Zadarius Smith as far as where, because at 270 with that sort of explosiveness and the way he hits with his violence, I think he could really wreck the game from all over the place, both in the run game and in the pass. Extremely, extremely quick or off the ball, and did show the ability to turn the corner. I'm going to explain something, not right now, but I want to talk about like that cornering and pass rush stuff, because people are going to talk about productivity, and that's understandable. We'll get into that as well. Elite lateral agility and quickness. This is evident on chase down plays. He's moving a lot side to side because that's the type of offense that SEC runs. Zone read stuff, RPO stuff. Like, he's not rushing the passer in a drop back manner because he's not going against drop back passing teams. And I understand there's true pass sets and he has a poor record against true pass sets, but you have to understand too what he's being asked to do. More pass rush tools than you would think. When he does rush well, you could kind of see what he can do. And those reps are really fun. And I think you can replicate those reps. Tries hard. Motor is a consistently hot motor, consistently getting after it. He's got what you want from a freak athlete that tries. Give me that. I mean, people don't understand how unproductive Clay Matthews was in college. And everyone will just point to Lucas Van Ness and be like, oh, this didn't work. It's traits and effort. And Shamar Stewart has traits and effort in spades. He'll be a very plus run defender on day one. And I will say that the lack of productivity can be explained away by what he was asked to do. A lot of times in at that 4-eye, but even when he's playing the edge, you got teams running RPO game. You got teams running read option game. He is reading and reacting at the end of the line. He's not just going. And you got to watch the games. And I get it, man. I get it that even the true pass rush versus true pass set numbers aren't great, but there are occasions and there are reps where you can just see, oh, this guy has it. And that's why, I don't want to like lecture or whatever, but you got to watch the game and not box score scout. This guy has an unbelievable amount of talent. Guys, you know what else is unbelievable? The Green Bay draft guide, powered by Packer Report, 225 plus player profiles, each with a Packers writer doing the Packers fit, not some national guy. Packers writer doing the Packers fit. My 7-round mock draft. Jacob Westendorf wrote a really interesting article about the rest of the division, maybe catching up to the Packers. I think you guys should all read it. Anyway, that is $1 off with promo code DAILY. Use that for $1 off. The link should be right in the description here on this YouTube video or in the podcast description if you are on the audio side. Cons, the lack of production has to be noted. Just has to be. 4.5 sacks in his college career. That has to be noted as a negative. Why? One of the reasons why, he's got a little Devontae Wyatt to him. Doesn't finish every play. His missed tackle rate is high. As far as like cleaning up, he needs to finish the play. I think he does need a good pass rush coach. the bag is lacking, if you will. The number of things that he does with his hands, his moves, right? You're talking cross chop, you're talking arm over, you're talking spin, you're talking long arm, you're talking what do you do to get to the passer? Like, he doesn't have a ton of moves. Again, a lot of the times because he wasn't asked to strictly rush the passer. I think a good coach would be awesome for him. And hopefully the Packers have that in DeMarcus Covington. We don't know. But I think a good pass rush coach would be huge for Shamar Stewart. And then his pad level, I would say, is occasionally lacking. I think he's so athletic that sometimes he has allowed his fundamentals to lax in the sense of he sometimes plays high. And I think you could improve that a little bit. Folks, head on down to Badger State Brewing Draft Week. Did I say Draft Week? I did say Draft Week because they've got fun stuff starting on April 22nd and running all the way through draft weekend. Go see my friends at Badger State Brewing and tell them Packer Report sent you. Tell them Ross sent you, and have a phenomenal time this upcoming week in Green Bay. Go see our friends over at Badger State. Packers fit for Shamar Stewart. It is ideal. He hits every box. He's a tier 1. Everything they want, he has. They have the positional need. I mean, they might not want to be in that Rashawn Gary contract forever. Kingsley Enagbare is not going to be there forever. They traded away Preston Smith. I don't know that they're convinced Brenton Cox can be a part of their rotation long term. Lucas Van Ness, as much as I think he's going to work out, hopefully with a breakout in year 3 here, there's nothing that Lucas Van Ness has shown in the last 2 years where you're going to commit to him long term. I just think that the need is there. I mean, you'd say, oh, you have 2 starters in Van Ness and Gary. Okay, you need more than 2, and I don't know that you're committed to Gary or Van Ness long term, based on what we saw last season. He has a talent level. I'll just say this: he has a talent level that they don't normally get to pick. They've been too good to draft guys with his amount of talent. He's gotten the Trayvon Walker comp, folks. Trayvon Walker. People are like, oh, Trayvon Walker. Yes. They shouldn't have picked him over Aiden Hutchinson. 100%. Mistake. Screwed the NFC North because it would have been awesome if Aiden Hutchinson wasn't on the Lions. Trayvon Walker has 20 and a half sacks over the last 2 seasons. If you give me Trayvon Walker at 23 overall, I have my pants off and I'm doing backflips in the street. 20 and a half sacks over the last 2 seasons. He's not a bust. Not the greatest number 1 pick of all time, and it was a mistake. They should have taken Aiden Hutchinson. He's got 20 and a half sacks over the last 2 years. Anyway, I will say this, and people will disagree, and that's fine. Shamar Stewart is better than Packers fans think, and that is based on Rashawn Gary having a bad year last year, and so far it has not worked out great with Lucas Van Ness. Those things have colored the opinions of Packers fans. Shamar Stewart is better generally than Packers fans think. Overall, he has an actual strong first-round grade for me. He is my 12th overall player, and I would be absolutely ecstatic. He is more than worth the 23rd overall pick. Drink Badger State. Buy the draft guide. Go Pack Go.